the most insane CIA experiment.
Unhuman.
Australian agencies have a tradition of declassifying piles of documents, admitting that, yep, we did it. You're right. What are you gonna do about it? 9/11? Yeah, we lost someone a couple days before. JFK? He tried to mess with us. The Epstein file? Oh, they don't exist.
But they are. But the file.
Our agency is no stranger to turning animals into expensive, inefficient military tools, like acoustic cat, exploding bat, exploding sheep, exploding goat. But none come close to our favorite lab rats, you! Now why do we spend 6% of our annual budget experimenting on our fellow citizens? I don't know, Courier Channel or something. Which is what led us to the ultimate unsupervised CIA operation, the Over the course of the 19 years that mkultra was running through hospitals, universities, prisons, and brothels, there were countless insane experiments that were based on equally stupid presumptions.
What if to cure someone's mental illness, we completely wipe out their minds? What if we break a brilliant mind to the brink of its breaking point? What if we watch two substance-influenced people have intimacy through a one-way mirror? What's that even gonna achieve? Well, some people like it, jerk.
This whole thing began when a few joint North Korean and CCP prisoner of war camps, holding around 2,000 American and Turkish prisoners, started daily anti-American lectures and forced its inmates to speak fondly about communism in debates across almost all camps. Around 20% of the prisoners developed actual tendencies towards communism and against capitalism. Therefore, many of the mkultra subprojects were focused on interrogation and persuasion tactics by any means necessary. Many of the findings are now commonly practiced by terrorist organizations and government forces in black sites. How to force out a confession! Level 1. Put the subject in a cell with no connection to the outside world. No clock, no window. The subject will beg to confess in a week or two. Level 2. Place the subject in a state of sensory deprivation. Blindfolded, earphones on, limbs tight. 48 hours will suffice. Level 3. Keep the subject asleep, deprived and hungry. Feed him huge quantities of liquids. Play loud lifting music, pair with flashing lights. 8 hours will do. mkultra didn't begin as the massive project it's known for today, but rather smaller sub-projects that got absorbed by and received fundings from the CIA. For example, the Navy trying to procure a truth serum using many substances such as mescaline, scopolamine, and LSD. Or rehab centers handing out drugs to addicts in exchange for experimenting on them with LSD, or dragging 1,000 civilians with different drugs over the course of a decade, with mainly LSD. One of the most infamous victims of the mkultra is the internet's favorite mathematician, Ted Kaczynski. The young prodigy accepted at Harvard at the age of 15. On his second year, was given the task to write his personal beliefs, fears, habits, and everything else. Then, he was sat across a trained law student, LARPing as a fellow test subject.
Round 1. Fight!
Who berated and attacked Ted using his essay against him. Despite his excellent academic feats, he was constantly insulted and disrespected by the professor he admired most, Dr. Henry Murray, the man who caused Uncle Ted to snap, live in complete solitude, murder 3 people and injure 23, one of which was mentioned in Epstein files, and write a manifesto with one of the hardest hitting opening lines in human history. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster to the human race. mkultra wasn't the only illegal mass experiment even in its own short time frame. In Holmesburg prison, having 1,000 of its inmates, they were given infectious diseases, radioactive material, and other toxic compounds.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Ever heard of Unit 731? Yeah, let's do that.
What? How can you even ask me to do something so inhuman?
Ultimately, in 1973, following the Watergate scandal, CIA Director Richard Helms ordered the head of the project, Gottlieb, to shred every mkultra file. This moron spent his entire day shredding 150 files, yet forgot a whole box mistitled budget, which contained a whopping 20,000 pages of surviving documents. This whole thing led to declassifying the documents in 2001. So next time that you're annoyed while filing your tax report, take a moment. Think about all the gay bombs and acoustic cats that your money is being used for. And the smile!